I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Boy, are these pretty or what? I'm so excited about eating these. Well, these are from Jim Duffy. I'm going to share with you the story of these peppers because they're really cool. I got the information directly from him. But before I do, I want to tell you a little bit about last night. And I wanted to let Tom know before I told you guys. So I've shared this with Tom already. I did the challenge, the Evil Medallion ER, extended release. Should be emergency room. But I did that challenge. I had a great time. It was fun. And last night, you guys heard of Blair's 3 a.m. reserve? Call it that because you eat it and then at 3 a.m. you wake up. Exactly at 3 o'clock last night, I got up. I'm only sharing this with you because I'm human just like everybody else. But this is probably the second time. I think this is only the second time this has happened to me since I started the channel. I woke up at 3 in the morning and I was hurting, which is weird. I didn't expect it at all. But man, it was a gut bomb. I was up for 30 minutes. Went back to bed exhausted from the 30 minutes. It was crazy. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I'm human. All those rumors about me being an alien, just rumors. All right, so let me share with you the story of these. We have a Maldivian lemon and a Maldivian heat orange. This is the Maldivian yellow lemon, all right, obviously because it's huge, it looks like a lemon. And this is the Maldivian orange, heart orange. And let me share with you a little bit about these. And then I'm gonna cut them open and eat them. I might take pictures for Instagram, but I'll do it quickly. So, all right, here we go. And I got this, this is information directly from Mr. Duffy. The Maldivian heart red comes from the islands of Maldives in the Indian Ocean. From that pepper, we got 2 off types, which we saved seeds from and grew to see if it stayed consistent. The Maldivian heart orange resembles the original red, so we call it that, the original, the Maldivian heart orange, okay? The Maldivian lemon does not resemble the original because it's bigger and round, so we don't call it the Maldivian, so we instead, we can't call it, we can't call it the Maldivian heart lemon, so we just call it the Maldivian lemon instead of the heart lemon. In order to do things, this is kind of cool, listen to this. In order to do things proper before selling, we grew both of these plants in 3 different areas to verify them staying true. The trial did that. I am happy to report. So that's kind of cool. So we have the, I'm going to do it, it's going to be a heat and flavor comparison. All right, so I'm going to cut these open and we'll snag a couple quick pictures first. So I think what I'm going to do, I keep reading more comments about the idea of me editing videos. And if I did edit videos, it would be very limited with the editing. It wouldn't be over edited. It'd be just, it might be like an intro and an exit. And when I cut the pods, there'd be a shot of me cutting the pepper open, a shot of the inside. But then eating everything else is continuous. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it. All right, so wow, pretty pepper. Oh, it smells so fruity. Ah, if you had your smell-o-vision on and you got the 2.0, if you turned it on, you could probably smell this pepper from where you are. Beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. All right, and I did a rare hack job on the cut on the orange. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to eat the orange first, the Maldivian heart orange. I didn't get the best cross cut, but boy is it pretty. The seeds are a little on the darker side, but that's fine. Oh, it smells very fruity. A very hot aroma though. All right, so the Maldivian heart orange from Jim Duffy. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. fruity and a little bitter. It's interesting flavored pepper. There was no floral notes at all. It was fruity and just very bitter. Now, I don't have a problem with it. Like when I used to drink, I used to like IPA because it was bitter. So I don't mind the taste of that pepper at all. It's much hotter than I thought it was going to be. A very even, nice build. It's in my throat and my mouth. So it's a pretty all over burn. It's strange. It almost has a sting to it. Not nearly as dramatic as the habanero has the sting, but this almost has a bit of a sting to it, to the burn, and not just a burn, if that makes sense. But the flavor was great. The finish, the bitterness faded away. And now you have this just nice pepper flavor. It would be a non-chili head wouldn't enjoy this at all. If you're a chili head and you like hot stuff, this is surprising. This for heat. I think it would be. It's more than a medium. It's upper medium heat. Hot's here, medium's here. It's somewhere here. Surprised by the burn of that. I really, really am. All right, so here's the Maldivian. It's just so pretty. This is the lemon. Look at that interior. Tell me that isn't just beautiful, huh? It's super symmetrical. What a gorgeous pepper. Look how symmetrical that thing is. You smelling it? Is your smell-o-vision on? All right. I'm wondering, my thoughts before I ate this, I'm wondering if it's going to have citrus notes. We'll see. I don't know, my scale's packed. I'd like to know what this weighs. It's a pretty heavy pot. All right, the Maldivian yellow. Lemon. First of all, super juicy. They were fairly close in size. I'll be willing to bet you that lemon weighed almost half again as much as the orange one. It was very, very fruity. It tasted better than the orange. It was the same fruitiness, just take away the bitterness. It was just a very, very fruity pepper. I think the orange one's a little hotter, to be honest with you. But the flavor on the lemon is terrific. Super juicy pepper. I mean, it seemed juicier as I was chewing it than I thought it was going to be, than it seemed possible. But the heat on that, it's going to be just a click below the orange as far as heat. So if medium here, hot here, the orange is here, the lemon's right here. It's a little higher than medium, but not as hot as the red one or the orange one. The orange one's surprising. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's weird. The yellow one doesn't have the same sting. It has more of a burn. But I'm telling you, that orange, that Maldivian heart orange, the heart orange had a bit of a sting to it, and it's weird. I can't really think. Yeah, I can't think of another pepper where I've experienced that sting. Not quite habanero-like, but definitely a noticeable sting to it, which made it fun, for real. All right, so here's where I'm at. I still have boxing. I have, I would say I'm 80% done with what I've got to do. I'm going to do 15% today, and the other 5 I can't do until the day I leave because of the way it works out. But anyhow, we're getting close. So Tom Broom, thank you for the 3 o'clock wake-up call. Appreciate that. Jim Duffy, thank you for these peppers. They're delicious. If you guys are growers, listen, let me tell you something. If you don't mind bitter, the orange one is delicious and hot and has sort of a habanero sting to it, but the yellow is fruity and delicious. It's a big pepper. It's juicy as can be. And I would imagine a big bush of those with a ton of those on there. How pretty would that be? So if you want seeds to these, oh man, I don't have them here, do I? No, they're over there. Jim Duffy, Refining Fire Chilies. There'll be a link in the description box for Jim. Reach out, get some of these seeds. You won't be disappointed with these, especially like if you don't mind bitter, they're both absolutely terrific. If you aren't really fond of the bitter, and it could have been isolated to that one pod, you never know. But the yellow one was super tasty, just a notch below in heat, and it was a lovely pepper. So reach out to Jim, he's in the description box. Right there is the pepper. Click the pepper, we're doing this together. If you don't want to miss a video because this is your sort of content, 2 things you can do. Hit the notification bell, that's the first thing. Second thing, just stop by and see us every day. Because if you only do the notification, you're gonna miss a lot. That's how it is. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother's channel about beating an addiction and living a fulfilled life. If you've got an addiction you want to put behind you, it's a good starting point right there. More videos here. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.